Good evening. Tonight I went into my bedroom to close my curtains. Like I said, in the mornings I open my curtains because I have plants in my windows, and then um, at night I close them. So when I went to the window, I noticed the blue car, and and I had it before I had it before I closed the curtains. See the blue car. That's the blue car. That's his wife. I'm gonna make it where it can move. And I'm hoping you can see the pulsating from the light. And it looked like it's raining, but it's not raining. There's energy coming from the car and coming from the light. That's how the energy be coming from coming from the car. Cause you can, at least I can see. When I'm looking at the light, it's doing this here, and then there's a light on the ground. Let me see if I can get it to go over there. Let me stop so I can let you see it. And that's on the ground. But you see that stuff that it look like it's raining, that's energy. That's the direct energy they're sending over here. I'll make it play so you can see. See all that energy? That's coming from over there. Like I said, it's over there before it come over here. But they don't have no more sense to realize they walking in it too. They sending it over here. And I don't know where all this going. These people tell these people here anything to get them to do what they want them to do. And they so desperate for material stuff that they'll do it. So when their children end up with cancer, they the cause of it. Then there's another light back in the bite. This is what they do to us. This is the type of crazy mess they do to us. And I also want to talk about Michael K. What's his last name? Michael K. Williams, the guy that was on he playing a lot of movies, but he got a scar across his face like that. They they had said that he died from an overdose. And that's what they do. They always try to make somebody either they OD or they commit suicide. And I said then, that man was murdered. Just like the woman was a Miss USA. She was 30 years old. They saying she jumped off a building. Well, that woman was jumping off a building. That woman was pushed. They trying to say she had mental illness. She still could have had mental illness. I got mental illness, but I ain't get ready to jump off no building. You ain't gonna find women just jumping off a building. I don't care how mentally ill they are. They have to be possessed with demons. And the demons push them off the building. Ain't nobody, people ain't gonna just jump off a building. And what's going on these days. When people don't do what these people want them to do, they're gonna end up dead. And this man right here, I could look at him because he had started being on a lot of talk shows. You could look at him and tell he was clean. He used to be on drugs, and that's the problem. He was telling how he used to be on drugs and the things that he done in the past, and so they're gonna use that to get rid of him because there probably was something they wanted him to do and he won't with it. Just like that preacher that used to be on drugs and became a preacher, and they say that they found him in a motel. These people got homes. Why they can't kill themselves at home? Why they can't do an OD at home? They always got to be at the motel. If I'm gonna do drugs, I'm gonna do it at home. But I don't do no dope. I don't drink liquor. I don't smoke no crack. I don't shoot up. I don't do none of that. So if anybody try to kill, I'm not getting ready to jump off the buildings. I'm not gonna hang myself. I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm telling y'all now. If anything happened to me, I didn't do it. Somebody else did it. And just like they just arrested 4 million connected with his his overdose or OD, whatever it was. I knew he didn't do it. He wasn't even on. I don't even believe he was on drugs no more because I do believe if the girl that was his best friend, if he would have been on dope, she'd have known it and she'd have talked about it. She'd have at least mentioned it. But he was clean. They had been friends for a long time. And I said that man did not commit or didn't do no OD. Somebody did that to him. And this is what they do. This is what they do. And they're arrested. And they're probably not even the ones who really need to be arrested. It's probably somebody else that they working for. But I just see they say they are 4 arrested in the connection with overdose death of actor Michael K. Williams. And I bet you any amount of money that lady that they saying jumped off the building, if they look hard enough, they'll find some evidence. They're going to find some type of evidence because I don't believe she jumped off the building. But everybody, the time you say something, everybody ready to believe they all on Facebook with condolences and all this type of stuff. Sometimes you have to use some kind of sense. If it ain't common sense, some kind, use some kind of sense. Because I don't believe she jumped off that building. I mean, you can have mental illness, but what would be such devastation to you to have you jump off a building? I mean, you have to really be in a real extremely dark place. I mean, you got pills, you can cut your wrist, or drive a car and just accidentally hit a tree. But to go and jump off the top of a building and come all the way down and splash, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. And all the stuff that they see everything, they see things you do, they see things that you don't do. So why ain't nobody seeing all this stuff here? These people in the limelight, why are they not seeing what these people doing and who doing it to them? Here I am, I'm just a little country bumpkin. And they putting all this stuff out on me. Everywhere I go, they going showing something that I'm supposed to be doing to turn people against me. The whole neighborhood. Not just a whole neighborhood, a whole city. And here I am, just a little country bumpkin. So why come they don't see what that woman did? Or who did it to her? Because I don't believe that she jumped off no building. I believe she was pushed or thrown. How many women did you ever know to jump off a high building? Just jump. I don't even believe it. Just like I didn't believe he committed getting OD. I ain't said that. I said that man didn't do no OD. Somebody did that to him and made it look like he just like Michael Tyson, just like Prince, just like Whitney Houston, just like a whole lot of other people, whole lot of other people. Just like when they killed President Kennedy and they try to make like that man did it with somebody else, other people that we supposed to trust. These days, the time you can't trust nobody. Or people like being the devil. They like being. They do enjoy killing. There's a murdering spirit, a loose, and he's running rapid. Rapid. I mean, pure rapid. It's not just one. It's a whole slew of them. Legions. So they in a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. I be looking at this show on video on YouTube. I don't know what they cooking now. I don't know what that is. But they cooks outside. And I'm trying to learn just in case we have to start cooking outside. Grow our own food. And I mean, that woman be cooking some stuff. I be ready to eat. They have to chop the wood and stuff before they can cook. And then go pick the food, cut it up, and she be cook. I mean, this woman be cooking. They must don't have no inside plumbing because she washing her hands through a little stream. She cooking right at the stream. I think they fetches water too. I remember we used to have to carry water when I was coming up. We didn't have no inside water because the pipe froze. And my mama couldn't afford to get it fixed. So we had to carry water from the front of the house, all because the kitchen was at the back of the house. So we had to carry water. I had some strong arms too. I might need to carry some water now so I can build up the arm. Cause boy, this thing here done got big and flabby. I had some strong arms. Then we had to heat the water up just to take a bath and sit on a foot tub. We had to pee in a pea pot. That's how I was brought up. I was raised by my mama only, and she couldn't afford to get things fixed. Now the house is in good condition. My brother stayed in it. When I was staying in it and raised my children up in it, you had men trying to break in my house on me, cutting up our screen, cutting up everywhere they was screen, they were cutting it up, trying to get in there on us. So I moved. I went to Maryland, stayed up there for about 2 years, close to 2 years anyway. But I moved back down here because I knew I had to have surgery. I should have stayed up there and had my surgery up there. They wouldn't have botched me up because I felt like I was slaughtered. Well, I just came on to show how the lights are on these cars and how they pulsate. I don't know if you can see it pulsating or not. I can see it pulsating. I'm steady moving. I'm trying to get it where it won't move. But then you can't see it pulsate, after that. But you can see that all that energy. It look like it's raining. But it's not raining. It's very clear outside. You can see the light. But the light is doing like this here. Both like that, like that light right there. I don't know why that's doing it, because I can't see it with my natural eyes. I keep saying I'm gonna put some tape over there, because I don't know what they're doing. See that? They're taking my picture or what? I don't like that, because I can't see it. When I'm looking at it, I cannot see it. I only can see it when it do it like that right there. See all that energy? And that's come because they got one of those lights on their house. And one in the backyard and on the side of the house is one of those lights. But see how all that energy's out there? This is what these devils do every day. Every single day. It's really sad that these people can do this stuff. I don't understand people anymore. I just don't understand them. And I said that this dude sat out there for 2 hours. It really was three, because let me see. This here is at 12 right here. And he was putting that wire up there. This is at 12:56. Yeah, 12:56. When he left at after 3 o'clock, because this right here is 3:31. After he left, I went in my room and this I video that. Right after he left, this is at 3:31. So it started at 12 something after 12 and ended at something after 3. So that's 3 hours that he sat there with that light shining over here. And then as soon as he left, he gonna cut the light off. Like really, he keep messing around. He keep messing around, but nobody's bothering him. That's why I take the videos, so that if we ever can get where we can take this thing to court, because I was at first I was writing everything down, but I'm not that good at spelling for one thing, and then there was a lot of writing. I was who gonna read all that? I could just show it, because I could write down anything, but I can show them what these people are doing. So that's why I take the videos. If people try to say something about me stalking them, we stalking each other then. At least they ain't gonna send in no direct energy and smart does at them. If they don't want to be bothered, quit bothering me, and you don't have to worry about it, because people live beside me. They say they don't have no problems with me. One girl moved. When I moved, she moved. She said she didn't want to live beside nobody else. Because if I can help you, I'ma help you. Even them gang stalkers that were gang stalking me, be up in my ceiling, I was giving them soap and body butter. They just don't know. I could have fed them plenty of days, because I like cooking for people, but I wasn't gonna cook for them. I did try. I said, but maybe if I do something nice, if I be nice to them, they'll leave me alone. But the nice I was, the more the devil acted out, because he started using my lawnmower. And every time he brought it back, he would something be broke on it. And so I quit letting him use it. And I was home. He took took the door loose and went and they got my lawnmower and then brought it back. Like I'm just a dumb woman. I don't know how my lawnmower looked when I left. So I started putting it in the house. Now go in there. Go in my house and take it out. When I would leave to go come back to my sister's house, I would put my lawnmower in the kitchen. Because I saw I had a nut, a pure nut that stayed beside me that feel that he could just. If you any kind of man, why you ain't got no lawnmower? Why you got to borrow mine? And then you want to dang on harass me and target me. But then want to use my lawnmower. If you any kind of man, buy your own lawnmower. Don't be borrowing mine. And the people that had him attacking me, had them to buy you a lawnmower. That'll give you crack. But that's what I saw him giving him. Crack cocaine. Then he had a dude to come over talking about he was going to rough me up. Go ahead. I got something in the house for you. Come on in here. When you leave out, you're going to be wide open. Wide open. Because I was waiting on them. I had some guys to put some latches because in my closet was the crawl space where you could go up in the ceiling. And he would be up there trying to pry open. So I had something waiting on him. You come on down. You come on down if you want to. When you leave out, you're going to be burning real good. I meant that. I had it waiting on him too. Come on down. And you know I'm home. And you're going to try to come down in my house. I'm home. Come on. 'Cause I got something for you. How you going to pay somebody to rough me up. And then somebody brought the dope over there too. I saw him. These guys were coming up with BMW and Mercedes and stuff. Has the handle. I be standing right in the door, won't trying to see nothing. I just happen to walk up to the door. They just happen to drive up and they walk over there and they do that little thing like that, like they shaking hands. You me tell me I'm only worth a piece of crack cocaine. That's all I'm worth. So that's all they would give me. Couldn't even pay the rent. Couldn't even pay the rent. He talking about he's in the Masons. Yeah, right. They finally moved from beside me. Then some witches moved next to me. Did the same thing. Exact same thing. Somebody else, okay, not some woman. All the same thing. I know they put that, they got, I don't know how they did that though. Because what they did to this house here, with the energy coming up through the floor, that wasn't there till last year. I've been in that house. It's going on. It's 7 years now. This past January made 7 years. The end of January. I moved there at the end of January. It made 7 years that I've been in that apartment. And that energy was not coming up from that floor until last year. He had asked my grandson for my landlord phone number. And something told me not to give it to him, but I went on ahead and did it like a dummy. Next thing I know, when I went back over there, that energy, my butt cheek was just shaking like that. I was sitting at the table. And I knew he had did it because he had some little wood plants that he wanted to build a fence. He had some little wood, pieces of wood down his sidewalk, on the side, on the ground, on the side of his sidewalk. But then when I went back, they weren't there, and no fence. So he was just telling a lie. He was just trying to find out the connection to the cable box and to our side of the land. I don't know how they did it. I'm just talking. I'm just trying to figure out how could they do it. I know the other guy, he built a fence. I saw them doing it. I got it on video with them on our side of the lane. See, I let people do stuff, and then if I should have told him, get your behind from off this side of the lane, because we pay rent over here, not you. But then they doing stuff against us. This how bold these bastards are. Don't forgive me. Sometimes I know it's wrong to say these words, but sometimes I just be mad. I just be mad because of the stuff that they do. And you don't know these people. I ain't never did nothing to none of them, to nobody. I don't bother people. I really don't bother nobody. I don't know what you doing. It looks good. But that's something we probably have to do. Cook outside and get us some kind of stuff to cook. Um, we do have a grill, a smoker. I got one of those cookers that you use when you camping. I have one of those, and I got a kerosene heater. I've cooked with kerosene heater before. I need to get off of here. I'm hearing that sizzling in my head. I got to finish fixing something to eat too. So let me get off of here. I want to read Acts 12 and 13. So I may read it tonight. I may not. So have a blessed